The News4JAX I-TEAM is digging deeper into what has been described as hellish conditions for immigrants being held in the Baker County Detention Center. We have obtained the inspection reports for the lockup from the Department of Homeland Security. I-TEAM investigator Tarek Miner is joining us with what's in the report and why human rights advocates say it doesn't depict the truth. Tarek?
Well, these human rights advocates say that the immigrants who made the allegations of inhumane treatment leading to this federal complaint were not permitted to interview with ICE during a two-day inspection. 16 current or former detainees allege medical neglect, a lack of water, racially motivated retaliation. But after we reviewed the inspection report, we found no mention of these serious claims. In this federal inspection report obtained by the I-TEAM, the lead compliance inspector for U.S. Customs and Immigration ruled that the Baker County Detention Facility meets the standards and is in compliance with federal detention standards. 44 detainees were interviewed in May, and according to the report, none of them expressed any concerns about their safety, and none of them contacted the Office of the Inspector General to make a complaint. Federal inspectors also found the holding wing well-maintained and in acceptable sanitation levels. It's the opposite of what 16 human rights groups allege in a federal complaint. Roughly 100 detainees took part in a hunger strike and alleged retaliation. Detainees say they were denied their right to contact anyone. The water to the jail cells was shut off. They were unable to flush their toilets, and women were forced to use socks as sanitary napkins.
So we're worried to some extent that the harm and the conditions reported in our complaint may not be seen by investigators.
Lily Hartman is a human rights advocate whose organization, Americans for Immigrant Justice, co-authored the federal complaint calling for ICE to cancel its contract with Baker County. She says the staff at Baker County's detention center handpicked the detainees who were interviewed.
We received reports from many individuals who actually signed up ahead of time as per the protocol to speak to the investigators, but were never called.
Hartman adds that Baker County Sheriff's Office was given several days' notice that federal inspectors were on the way, giving the staff plenty of time to prepare.
We've received reports that if detention center staff are aware of an upcoming investigation or a tour of the facility, that they may post additional paperwork or notices to detained immigrants that should have been there in the first place, that they'll issue additional hygiene supplies or provide better food.
Human rights advocates also say the staff at the Baker County's detention center discouraged detainees from making complaints or encouraged them to make their grievances internally. News4JAX is still awaiting an official response from U.S. Customs and Immigration. Tom?
Thank you, Tarek. In case you missed it last night, here again is the statement we received from Baker County's undersheriff. We go through multiple inspections on a yearly basis at the detention center. We house several different classifications of inmates, not just detainees. They do not represent 50% of our population. We take all complaints serious and work hand in hand with ICE to investigate. ICE oversees operations on a daily basis.